What's up, y'all? This is Jake Jarrett coming to you with another Raid Shadow Legends video. Today we're going to be talking about the unlikely pairing between Nogdar and Fortus. Now, Fortus did recently get a buff, and which is awesome. It's not the best buff. It's just they basically fixed him. Like, but whatever. He's still his hidden skill here, Astral Tears. It just hits like a freight train, especially if you're doing wave-based content by wave three, especially like a boss. Although you can't proc fear on a boss, sometimes the minions, but whatever. It just destroys. Now you might notice here too is the only thing I wanted to book on him was his A3 or hidden whatever, and that's where my books landed. I mean, how often does that happen? I'll tell you how often. Never. This is the first documented case of anybody having that kind of good luck in Raid Shadow Legends. I share that with you. But yeah, so he's all about the fear. His passive here, it does increase the by 15%. It'd be nice if maybe if they had buffed that to 20, but hey, that also, yeah, it'll prevent his death, which is nice. I mean, you guys know the kid, I'm sure. It's 40% chance for every time a Fear True Fear procs. And the cool thing about the Fear True Fear, just in case you're curious, because I was, is if you have like True Fear out and then you hit him with True Fear again, it's gonna overwrite the fear on them, but it will count as another fear. So that's gonna increase it by 10%. That will count towards that, and as well as proccing this. One other thing to note while you're going through the dungeons, if his secret skill procs, and you're like, oh well, I don't want to use that this turn, I'll use it next turn. That doesn't work. It goes away. So use it or lose it. When the skill's there, let it rip. Maybe there's got to be a case where you wouldn't do that, but very rare. I did put him in Slayer gear, not the best. It's the best I had in Slayer gear. I love Slayer gear. I don't know why it's not the topic of more conversations, but yeah, I would love his defense at least like 5,000. I did push everything in a crit damage as opposed to some crit rate. Reason why is Astral Tears is always critical if they're under Fear True Fear, which isn't always the case. So the 56% crit rate there is nice. Um, yeah, I haven't like glyphed him out or anything yet either. I don't think. Yeah, none of that. I had him in a different set, but I wanted to go with this set because I mean it's you're straight up ignoring 30% on his hidden skill. It raises crit damage, crit rate. He gets AOE, turn meter by the AOE attack, which is once again his hidden skill. 5% each enemy hit. And then just straight up with 9 pieces, which he has, 30% chance to repeat damage dealt by his hidden skill, which is gonna crack. So if this does proc and it's pretty much 1 in 3, they're not surviving that. And it is less damage. I guess it doesn't count it as a crit hit. It like uh, yeah. So the it's not as much, but it's still just a shit ton. But yeah, so we're putting him with Nodgar. What's up with Nodgar? Well, he's a really annoying champion if you're fighting against him, but if you got him on your team, he's a lot of fun. Really reminds me of those bandit guys in Borderlands. Like, really, really looks like that. But yeah, so his thing is he's just super hard to kill. Um, Headsman's Return revives the champion 50% HP and full turn meter. When dead, if all allies are alive. So as long as nobody else is dead, he's popping right back up. And then he's got this. It'll break down their HP. It doesn't need he needs 0 accuracy. How I have him built, almost 6k attack, 208 crit damage, 228 speed, which is really good for my account. We don't want him to have defense and stuff like we want him to die. It's the whole point of it. And so who merges these two? Well, this weird bastard right here, Pharsalus Gravedirt. I mean, his name kind of says it all. It's like a Roman emperor, and then Gravedirt. Like Gravedirt, isn't that what like Sally was gonna put in that guy's soup in Nightmare Before Christmas? Pretty sure it was like frog's breath and Gravedirt. Like, of course he's Knight's Revenant. I mean, who the hell else is gonna have this goofy bastard? He's got a big frown on his face. I'd be frowning too if I had a giant heavy bell on my head and candles on as my pauldrons. I mean, I don't understand how that functions in battle, as well as gravity defying candles and a nook on his shield, I guess. Yeah. God. Yeah, I think he got turned down at the Banner Lords. He walked in. They're like, bro, you're getting candle wax all over our fucking lobby. Get the hell out of here. And he's just like, "Bow." But yeah, so that's there's no champion lore, but that's what it is. I invented it right there. Frowny face McBellhead. Um, yeah, what does he do? Well, he actually hits really hard. It's weird. He's got really high multipliers, but we don't really want him for that. We want him for his passive. Not this first one, although it's nice. Immune to fear and true fear. I guess because he can't see shit. I mean, or hear anything. I guess what he can speak evil. That's yeah. All right. Enough ragging on Pharsalus Gravedart. When the ally's HP drops below 50, that's nice too. Throw fear. Fear isn't good as true fear, but it is for us. But whenever an ally is killed by an enemy, has a 75% chance of placing a true fear debuff for one turn. That's really cool because Nogdar is going to be dying a whole bunch, and a 75 actually make that 80 with this mastery, what commanding word, whatever the hell it is. Uh, Jumps or boosts that up to 80%. It's funny how that works because if you're telling me like, oh well, if it's at 25%, you're like, well, you can increase about 5%. I'll be like, that's a pittance. It's nothing. But when it goes from 75 to 80, maybe that's just my brain. I'm just like, oh man, that's awesome. But yeah, 80%. It's worth it because you don't really need. I put some accuracy. You do need a lot of accuracy. Don't have as much as I'd like to. I also am gonna rebuild this guy in Stone Skin, as if he dies, then Nodgar, he's got no. He doesn't have his flare. He doesn't have his pop back up skill. Headsman's Return. And like, luckily Fortus will not die, even if he does die. He revives. So we have a very slow Godseeker in here to keep them company, keep Nagar on his feet. It should be noted here that her passive, this procs before his passive does when he dies, so it will burn her revive before his. Too bad, but hey. And she of course can revive somebody with all their skills off cooldown. Just 2-turn Stone Skin, I went with the accessory, so I give her some more accuracy. I did give a lot of accuracy because this will reduce the duration of all buffs on allies by one, or excuse me, decreases. That's the one we want. The other one's nice too, but yeah, so it can take them down by one turn. It doesn't work in Stone Skin. That's really the biggest flaw. Stone Skin just stymies this team right in its tracks. And I know oh, right, and I'm sorry, I have to give credit here to Prophet Troll 4086. He's the one who was checking out an Ash video on Nodgar. Definitely worth checking out. Ash is the man. And yeah, no, I was like, this is perfect. Threw a like and a comment on there because it was very nice. So that comes from, you can use this strategy in other places. Just uh, these two by themselves. But like everybody knows Fortis, okay, you can bring like Mashalit or Timid the Fool's another really good one. Timid the Fool's actually a really good one. I think he might be one of the better ones, or maybe Elder Skarg. I actually have two of, and I just actually that's what I did recently. Used well, whatever. I just got a high awakening or whatever the hell that is, blessing. Um, but this is an interesting take. I'll just show you the team in like a Doom Tower because I could show me get my ass kicked real quick in Arena. I'll do one of those here at the end just for shits and giggles. But this is a great Doom Tower clearing way. I mean, it doesn't go great against like Mortal Macabres or Foley's, but as long as those guys aren't in the fold, it really does great. They're gonna kill him. Look at all those fears procking. Actually, I'm gonna take control. That's just more and more and more. And hidden ability, it's gonna crit on both those guys, guaranteed. Yeah, not a lot, because remember we're early on. Obviously, Nogdar can probably. Well, that's right. We're doing this is hard. Yeah, he can throw that out every now and then. He's got a shield on there. I'm not using it because I want Nodgar to die. The more fears, the better. The stronger Fortis becomes. No, I don't want to waste that. Oh, here, I'll just throw it back on auto. Against five, what's that, Drakes? But yeah, a lot of speed on Nagar is great because it doesn't, it's not like Cardinals, or sorry, Cardinal, uh, her heal where you just jump in the turn. Like, no, it's just filling it full. If you have the speed, it's still, yeah, there is, these are Mortar Macabres. Well, fucking great. What a great exposition. Exhibition. Uh, well, whatever. This is what this team looks like losing. Fucking awesome. But yeah, Nagar with speed, and him I think would be best for Stone Skin. He can, like he's shown right here, he can take a hit, man. He's got like 5,000 defense. But yeah, no reason to continue this. Yeah, we'll do a quick arena one, and then I'll let you go. I'm trying to think if I forgot anything. Well, other than I know there's goddamn something in that team. It's just I need Godseeker there. I guess I was thinking of putting just like Arbiter Shoes in the lead, but it's like, those teams are just a dime a dozen. I'm trying to come up with something unique here, man. So yeah, y'all help me. If there's something you see, please let me know. Go against this one. He's a lower level, but he's got a mythical. Another mythical. I don't know what the fuck he does. I swear that's like the biggest thing with these mythicals. Is I just never know what the hell their abilities are. It sucks. Should I do that? He'll probably get an extra turn just attacking. Yeah. So maybe I should have ran this on full auto. But you'll see all these fears popping up. And as she can take those down. Boom! Yeah, and he puts out, whatever the hell. Well, how? It didn't proc? Come on, man. Heal reduction. It's weird how this game's been a little odd lately, a little finicky. And I remember, too, something I forget a lot of times when I'm running this team. Those fears, 15% more bigger chance of failing. So that's an important caveat here. I don't want him to immediately die because he won't be able to revive himself. Bam! Bunch of fears. Come on, bro, you go. Well, no. Yeah. Do I have anything that could, well, provoke him just in case? Yeah, sure. Hey, I won. All right. Not totally useless against somebody level 77, 23 levels below me. Which I know that doesn't really mean that much, but man, look at the team power difference there, though. So, hey, it's interesting. So let me know what you think. Please comment. Let me know, man. I love hearing from you guys. But all right, have a good